Moving up to Orlando was quite an experience. I'm talking about boating experience. When I got up here, I checked on the closest dealer that was a chaparral dealer. And it happened to be Boat Tree, right off I-4. I go down and ask the owner, I said, is it true that all boats leak? And he goes, you must be from Fort Lauderdale. I said, how did you know? He said, I have a lot of customers that come up and ask that same question that have transferred from Fort Lauderdale. The main reason for this is the boat dealers down there don't know how to put the boat together correctly, so they have to tell you that all boats leak. He said, what kind of a boat do you have? I have a chaparral. Bring it down. I bring the boat down, and he said, I'll let you know when I've got it done. 2 weeks go by, and he says, your boat's ready. I go down to pick the boat up, and he comes in and he explains to me what he had done. He pulled the outdrive off and put a brand new seal in and installed it correctly. He looked up under the dash and saw that the wires were all messed up, and he straightened that bird's nest out, and he put 2 quick disconnects in to hook up the auxiliary. And then the final word was, he checked the serial number on there and found out it was under warranty. He told me that he took all parts and labor and charged it to the boat dealer in Fort Lauderdale. And turned around and said, have a nice day. Now that's boating Orlando style.
Yeah.
The next thing that I had to learn is where to launch the boat locally and where to go. The neighbors were telling me the place to go is up to Lake George to Silver Glen. Now this is a whole new world to me because I know nothing about this. One Sunday, Denise and I, she packs a picnic basket and a cooler, and we head up to Lake Monroe, and we launched the boat. And we're heading up to St. John's to Lake George. Now this was quite a ride. That river just runs back and forth, and the vegetation comes right down to the edge on both sides. Beautiful. And the wildlife is unbelievable. You have birds of all types and shapes and sizes. You have gators that just line the sides sunning themselves. And you have turtles. I mean turtles that just come up, bob, and go on the logs too. And then you have the manatees. The manatees, these big cows, are just floating along. This is an unbelievable sight. It's something that'll be with me forever. We go all the way up to Lake George and we head over to Silver Glen, which is on the southwest portion of Lake George. And when we get up there, it's packed. So we anchor the boat way out and we swim in. Now when we get in the water, it's pretty warm. But when we get up to the springs, it's cold. And it's very crystal clear and you can see the fish swimming around. Well, we had a beautiful day. We had our picnic basket and we headed back. And within the time we got to Lake Monroe, within 2 hours, we're back home. Now that's boating Orlando style. My brother Larry gets wind that I got the boat running and that we're at Lake Monroe, that it's supposed to be good skiing conditions. He comes up for a weekend, and naturally Denise goes, who's coming up? Larry. Oh no, Larry, that guy's a troublemaker. No, he's trained on. Oh really? So we go out early Sunday morning, and we're out skiing around in Lake Monroe. And he's up skiing around. We're out there all morning. Come 12 o'clock, he's getting hungry. He says, where are we going to eat? Now, they don't have a Jimmy Buffett's Bar and Grill there on Lake Monroe. But they do have a Wolfie's. Yay. So we pulled up to the dock, and we get up, and we're drinking and eating. Naturally, I'm drinking lemonade. Brother Larry's drinking Mike's hard lemonade and chasing them with margaritas. Now, we've been there a few hours. After we've been there a few hours, a two-piece suitor goes skiing by the Wolfies. And my brother goes, ooh, we got to go check that out. I said, what? Yeah, I want to go water skiing. Now, it's getting later on in the day, you know, like around close to 4 o'clock. And he is pretty tipsy, but he wants to go skiing. So we're out there, and no sooner do we get out there, and everybody's gone. Everybody, there's nobody out on the water. And we found out real quick because he hits the gator as he's water skiing. Boom! The gator splashes out this way. That's why there's nobody else out on the water. Because at that hour of the day, the gator's looking for something to tie him over. So anyway, after he hit the second gator, it was time to pull him in. We pulled him in, and when we pulled him in, within an hour and a half from the time I pulled him in, we made it home. Now that's boating Orlando style. Madam Toast.